Jabihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamunatira Vanachariya Jamunatira Vanachariya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachariya Yamunatira Vanachariya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gora Premanandi Haribo. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 7, Text 39. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nastabraye Shavadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Raya Kalatram Pashava Sutadayo Griha Mahi Kunjara Kosha Bhutayaha Sarverta Kamakshana Bangura Yushaha Kurvanti Martyasya Kiyat Priyam Chalaha Raya Kalatram Pashava Sutadayo Griha Mahi Kunjara Kosha Bhutayaha Sarverta Kamakshana Bhagura Yusha Kurvanti Martyasya Kiyat Priyam Chalaha. Please chant.
Raya Kalatram Pashava Sutadayo Gruha Mahi Kunjara Kosha Bhutayaha Sarvetha Kamaha Kshanabhangurayushaha Kurvanti Matyasya Kiyat Priyam Chalaha.
Rayaha, wealth, Kalatram, one's wife and feminine friends. Pashavaha, domestic animals like cows, horses, asses, cats and dogs. Suta Adayaha, children and so on. Griha, big buildings and residences. Mahi, land. Kunjara, elephants. Kosha, treasury house. Bhutayaha, another luxuries for sense gratification and material enjoyment. Sarve, all. Artha, economic development, kamaha, and sense gratification, kshanabangura, perishable in the moment, ayusha, of one whose duration of life, kurvanti, effect or bring, martyasya, of one who's destined to die, kiyat, how much, priyam, pleasure, chalaha, flickering and temporary. One's riches, beautiful wife and female friends, one's sons and daughters, one's residence, one's domestic animals like cows, elephants, and horses, one's treasury, economic development, and sense gratification, indeed even the lifetime in which one can enjoy all these material opulences, are certainly temporary and flickering. Since the opportunity of human life is temporary, what benefit can these material opulences give to a sensible man who has understood himself to be eternal? Purport. This verse describes how the advocates of economic development are frustrated by the laws of nature. As the previous verse asks, Kim Bishayo Papadanai. What is the actual benefit of so-called economic development? The history of the world has factually proved that attempts to increase economic development for bodily comfort through the advancement of material civilization have done nothing to remedy the inevitability of birth, death, old age, and disease. Everyone has knowledge of huge empires throughout the history of the world, the Roman Empire, the Mughal Empire, the British Empire, and so on. But all the societies engaged in such economic development have been frustrated by the laws of nature through periodic wars, pestilence, famine, and so on. Thus, all their attempts have been flickering and temporary. In this verse, therefore, it is said, Kurvanti martyasya kiyat priyam chalaha. One may be very proud of possessing a vast empire, but such empires are impermanent. After 100 or 200 years, everything is finished. All such positions of economic development, although created with great endeavor and hardship, are vanquished very soon. Therefore, they have been described as chalaha. An intelligent man should conclude that material economic development is not at all pleasing. The entire world is described in Bhagavad Gita as dukkhalaya mashashvata, miserable and temporary. Economic development may be pleasing for some time, but it cannot endure. Thus, many big businessmen are now very morose because they are being harassed by various plundering governments. In conclusion, why should one waste his time for so-called economic development, which is neither permanent nor pleasing to the soul? On the other hand, our relationship with Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, is eternal. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema. The pure souls are eternally in love with Krishna. And this permanent love, either as a servant, a friend, a parent, or a conjugal lover, is not at all difficult to revive. Especially in this age, the concession is that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, one revives his original relationship with God and thus becomes so happy that he does not want anything material. As enunciated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitamba Jagadisha Kamaye. A very advanced devotee in Krishna consciousness does not want riches, followers, or possessions. Raya Kalatram Pashava Sutta Dayo Griha Mahi Kunjara Kosha Bhutayaha. The satisfaction of possessing material opulences, although perhaps of a different standard, is available even in the lives of dogs and hogs, who cannot revive their eternal relationship with Krishna. In human life, however, our eternal dormant relationship with Krishna is possible to revive. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj has described this life as Artadam. Consequently, instead of wasting our time for economic development, which cannot give us any happiness, if we simply try to revive our eternal relationship with Krishna, we will properly utilize our lives. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master Srila Prabhupada opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my humble respectful obeisance unto him and to all the Vaishnava Acharya nor Guru Parampara. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, Prahlad Maharaj is trying to discourage his demon friends. They were born in the demon families. That this life is not meant for economic development, to enjoy possession, facilities. I mean, some economic development must be there to survive, is needed at certain extent, but it's not the goal of life, like many people, they have the goal of life to become rich and famous, and if somebody can make it that way, he's become very popular person, very, movie actor, actresses, wow, so famous, rich, beautiful. So they made it in life, they achieved their goal. For how long? For how long? Few years. They become old, become sick. They have to spend their money in doctors and medicines and treatment and, and all these things. That's the reality, of this world. So if people put their faith in being happy with material things, possession and all these things, then they will be frustrated. That will be the outcome, frustration at the end. That's why Bhagavatam explained that happiness in the mode of passion is at the beginning very pleasurable, but ends up in misery. And the happiness in the mode of goodness at the beginning may be a little not comfortable much, but end up being very nice, very blissful. So we have to understand the philosophy of Krishna consciousness properly, and the teaching of Prahlad Maharaj to his friend apply to everyone, even now, although they were spoken long time ago. It is very clearly seen. So, of course, nowadays people don't keep so many animals like cows, elephants, horses, and they're happy with the dog. I go morning walk, and I see so many people walking their dogs. And the dogs stop to pass stool, and they have to have a plastic bag in their hand to collect it. Otherwise, maybe they would be fined. So, they don't realize they're serving the dog instead of serving God. No, that's their ignorance. Prabhupada said people are good, but the leaders are bad, because it is the duty of the leaders to help people understand the spiritual values of life. But leaders themselves are blind spiritually, so how can they guide anyone? But they pose themselves as big leaders, great leaders of society, of other humans, and they are not fulfilling their duty properly. No. So, And even if they come to know about the soul and reincarnation, it happens. Nowadays, many people believe in reincarnation, isn't it? They believe in karma. Many people start to understand this thing. But then how they react to it, that they react to it in the material way. I came to know that some friends, they decided to go to do what do you call this hypnotism, hypnotic regression, to find out who they were in the past life. So they were surprised, they were happy to know that all of them were friends in the past life. And they were working in the mine somewhere in Pennsylvania. So they went on pilgrimage to that place where they were in their past life, and they found the picture of themselves in the past life. Oh, this was you, this was me, and became something like a big thing for them, like. But I mean to say, it's not enough to identify with the present body. They want to identify with the past body also, past life.
There's so many pictures of collected people. How could they tell that it was them from the past?
Oh, because in the regression they found out their names. So their names were found, with last name, everything. So the names were there in the picture, so they recognized, So it's not enough to identify with the present body. By knowing about reincarnation, you want to identify with the past life body. So it increases, instead of knowing about reincarnation, makes you more aware, I am eternal, I'm not going to die. Let me find the spiritual life, instead of reacting this way. The way they react is, okay, fun. We were together last life. I remember once I arrived some years ago in Spain at the airport. What came to pick me up, and I saw a big sign advertising wine. One brand of wine. But you know what it says? The letters, what say the advertisement said? It is so good, you want to be reborn to keep trying it, keep testing it. I say, my God, these people, they're using reincarnation for sense gratification. I mean to say, at least the Vedic materialist people, they were still, people who follow the Veda, but their goal is material. So they want to go next life to some heavenly planets. And for that purpose, they do some charity, some austerity, some puja to demigods. But they know, I want not only in this life, I want the next life be happy. Not only this life. Materially happy. But these modern people, they don't care about the next life. I remember once I saw one TV program, they were interviewing people about reincarnation. And they were asking them, what you would like to be next life? Some people say, oh, I would like to be an eagle flying high in the sky. Another man said, I want to be a dolphin swimming in the water, jumping in the waves, to be free. I want to be a wild horse running in the forest, Things. I could not believe what they were saying. Their life as humans is so miserable. They think that to be an animal free like that in nature is better than being human. Yeah. It is said that ignorance is the happiness of the fools. So they want. I remember once I was preaching to a man about the danger of if you have become too attached to your dog or have sinful life, next life you may become a dog. He said, and who cares? Even if I become a dog, I will not remember I was human. So what does it matter? I could not believe it. I mean, Prabhupada himself, when he was in South visiting our temple in Venezuela, South America, he was preaching to a group of university professors. And one of them, the spokesman, Prabhupada was telling him about the danger, becoming dog next life. He said, wow, being dog is very nice. What's wrong with it? Prabhupada was shocked. He could not believe it that the man said that. I mean, if you say any person in India, you will become dog next life, no, horrible, because you see the dogs there are not very nicely treated like in the West, Once Prabhupada was walking in Juhu Beach with disciple and everything, and a stray dog came by, very thin, very, Prabhupada said, see, he's not happy because he has no master. And after a while, a man came with his dog, well fed, strong. He said, see, he's happy because he got a master. And he said, this color we have here means we got a master. Krishna. We want to become Krishna's dogs. Hare Krishna. Anyway, once I was traveling in the US, waiting at the airport, they put some advertisement on the screen about insurance company. It got my attention because they used reincarnation as to do the thing. And they were showing, skyscraper buildings, airplanes, And in one street, small street, one lady was in front of her house, and she was, doing a sweater or something, And suddenly, one man with a music machine, this old people who, Okay. That's it. And a little monkey was with him with a hat, red hat, and he was asking money from people, going door to door. And the little monkey approached this lady, old lady at the door. He said, Mother, I'm Roberts, your son. Take this $10 before he see me. Take them. Robert, what happened to you? Why you're a monkey now? Don't ask me. I misbehaved. No, it's real. They were propaganda. It's advertisement. And the monkey said, I very much regret not buying an insurance for you before I died. It's about insurance. Yeah, about he was reincarnated in a monkey. So at least they are accepting that even human being can become animal next life, Actually, they made a movie about a man who became a dog, but he could remember he was human. With another dog who also remembered he was human. I don't remember the name of that. Many years ago on an airplane, they show it, English movie, yeah. It's interesting that they are accepting that it's possible, to become dog, next life, But they don't see it as something bad. They see it, oh no, it's fun, to be a dog is fun. Because in the West, dogs, are kept at home and they're nicely treated. Rich people, they keep nice dogs and when they want to go somewhere to travel and they want not to take the dogs with them, there is a 5-star hotel for dogs. They take them in a limousine to the park to walk them, and they take them to salon for, cutting their hair, keeping the nails, whatever. And it's crazy. It's true. It's real.
I remember near Vrindavan,
Yeah.
there's a pet cemetery there.
Yeah, pet cemetery also they have for their pets and all these things, It's crazy. To say. And in Mexico, I was recently there, and walking in the park, I was surprised. One lady with 2 dogs, and they have the dogs, with the dress, and the hair was painted different color, green and pink, and like the last fashion, last fashion. And I know one family devotees, before they became devotee, their job was to make fashionable dress for dogs. That's how they, earn their money, by selling dress for dogs. Actually, dogs, they don't need dress. They are already dressed by nature, Their fur is enough for them to keep them warm. They don't need a sweater, or anything like that. But people are so enamored by their pets that they spend so much money to, and those unnecessary things. It's not necessary, So that's what Prahlad Maharaj is saying. You're spending so much time in economic development to get, all nice facilities to enjoy, but this is going to end. So if you know yourself to be eternal, don't spend so much time in this. Minimize the material needs to the bare necessities, Everybody needs a place to live, nice food to eat, If you need to get married, marry. Brother, remain brahmachari. You save so much time. Once Prabhupada giving lecture in the temple in Venezuela, Caracas, one man asked him, Master, is it true that the best thing for the spiritual life is that everyone must get married? Prabhupada said, no. The best thing for spiritual life is to remain brahmachari. But because you can't, then you become a bachelor daddy. Don't do that. Don't become that sinful, he said. So, to say, the more we can minimize the needs, the better, of course. But we don't deny the basic needs. It's natural. Everybody needs certain minimal amount of comforts to live, to survive in this world. But they should be, for the purpose of self-realization. To keep, Prabhupada emphasized many times, devotees should try to take nice care of their health, It happens when the beginning of the movement, one devotee artist, Yadurani, she was painting, Prabhupada was directing, but she wasn't taking care nicely of her health. She was neglecting his health. So one devotee told Prabhupada about it. So Prabhupada, she was giving excuse not to do more devotional service or to do this. Prabhupada made a list. The devotee didn't know even how to take care of basic. At the beginning we were very fanatical. I remember. Some devotee fell ill. Oh, you're a Maya. You're not the body.
They saw the body eating a blood human.
Yeah.
Right? Blood human is not necessary for the body.
No, I remember we had a temple president. He was also very fanatical at that time. And he prohibited to all brahmacharis to eat any sweet at all, not even on Sunday feast. Zero sweets. Nothing. Even mango was prohibited. Mango was prohibited. Too much sense gratification. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he didn't eat mango, so we also not supposed to eat mango. We have to be austere. And you know what happened? So of course all the grihasta were enjoying the sweet rice and halava, and they have more amount for them. So. No. One brahmachari would laugh at the other brahmachari. He had a bucket full of sweet rice and he walked in front of them. There is a Spanish song saying, sweet rice, I want to get married to, like something. The Spanish song, arroz con leche, me quiero casar. Something like that. So anyways, all brahmachari, no, go away. But one Sunday, I also was brahmachari. I told him, look, I'm tired of this. Give me sweet rice, give me halava. All the brahmachari were in panic. And the president called me to his office. He preached me, chastised me give me the sauce for 1 hour, But since I was brave to break this, fanaticism, all brahmachari got brave and start also. Then he could not stop it, you know. This reminds me of a story. In India, there was a factory, and all the workers were Vaishnavas. They will go to work with the Vaishnava tilak on. But they changed owner. The new owner was Muslim. So he assembled them, said, from tomorrow on, nobody can come with tilak on their forehead. Okay. Next day, nobody came with tilak but one. So he told all the workers, since he was brave enough to come with tilak, he will be the only one who can have tilak from now on. So sometimes we have to be brave like that, you know, in Krishna consciousness, you know. We have to be, you know, not afraid of keeping our philosophy or principle, not compromising anything, you know. People will eventually will appreciate, you know, or genuine. Prabhupada said if you go buy, you know, cheap things, everybody will buy. But if you're selling diamonds, very few people will buy, you know. If somebody's selling a pure milk, you know, from cows who are grazing and happy, you know, oh, we want that. Although it may cost a little more, it's okay. But everybody wants the best, isn't it? So I tell people, sometimes they ask, what about our friends, family? You know, I tell them, okay, if you love your family and friend, give them the best. And what is the best? Krishna consciousness is the best thing. You should always remember in difficult times that the best thing that happened in your life is to come to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, what you will be doing now if you was not in Krishna consciousness? You will be taking some drugs, having, you know, drinking wine, going to the nightclub, whatever, and go to surf at the beach. I'm surprised people surfing and the water is icy, it's cold, it's freezing. They have to put this, you know, suits and on, you know, like all this, and they think they're happy. They're suffering. Yeah, Prabhupada called them sufferers. Because the devotee told him, Prabhupada, these are surfers. No, Prabhupada, we should change the name to sufferers. They're suffering, they're waiting for the wave to come, you know. The wave come, enjoy a little bit, then go back again, try to get another wave. I mean, such a waste of time for a human being, you know. Next life you become a dolphin or something if you're so attached to the waves. Yeah. So I mean to say, so much ignorance in the world, and so much time is wasted in so many frivolous things, unnecessary things. I mean, it's okay to have the necessary things, the basic things you need in life, but they want to increase more and more and more artificially the needs, and they accumulate things they don't need. They buy something, use it sometime, they get tired and throw it in the garage. And go into debt and using so many credit cards and so much complication. And our motto is simple life, high thinking. Simplify the life. Don't make it complicated. Have the necessity, bare necessity of life, you know, be satisfied with, you know, with that, and develop Krishna consciousness. Grow spiritually. That's the actual treasure, the actual riches in life. Prabhupada speaking about so many big civilizations, big empires, you know, came and went. Where they are now, the Roman Empire, Mughal Empire, it's all based on economic development, and you know, and what is the outcome of all that? One day it's gonna finish, end up. So much effort, so much endeavor, you know, for what? For something you're gonna lose anyway. So that's Prahlad Maharaj telling his friend. You should know these things. That human life is not meant to accumulate more wealth than you need. What are you going to do with all this? You know that Alexander the Great, he told his followers that when I die, I want the best doctors to carry my coffin. And I went my hands outside the coffin, both hands outside the coffin, and all the way to the grave you should put all the jewels and all gold I accumulated all the way, pave it to the grave. They were surprised why he's asking that. So one clever minister, he said, I know. By asking the best doctor will carry his coffin, he means doesn't matter how good doctors you may have to die anyway. And his hand outside the coffin means he's not taking anything with him. He's leaving everything behind. You know, when Alexander the Great went to India to conquer there, he wanted to, find a way how to seduce them, to bribe them or something. So they saw that they much worship the sadhus, the sages, So he went to the forest to find out some sages, to talk to them, see what there's there, So he saw one sage sitting there under the sun, meditating. So he stopped in front of him, he's riding his horse. Oh, do you know who I am? No, I am Alexander the Great. I've conquered many countries and nations. I want to give you something. Ask me anything you want, gold, house, anything. The man said, no, I'm not in need of anything. I'm satisfied here. Well, no, but I can give you. No, I don't need anything. I'm satisfied. I live here in a cave. I have a fruit. The river is here, water. But you must ask me something. Okay, I will ask you something. Please move your horse to the side. You're covered in the sun from heating me up. It's a true story. He said, no, I can't conquer these people. If they follow these people, the sages, they follow their advice and forget it, Because all this is based on greed, to make people greedy, so they want, they can be, manipulated like that. So that's what happened in India when the Mughals invaded India. They bribed people, so they put them against each other. By bribing one party, go against this. I will give you this, I will give you that. So that's how, because they were divided, they were not united. If all India was united, nobody will conquer them. But they have a small kingdom here and there. Some king here, some king there. The only king who stood against them was Shivaji. Shivaji was a great devotee king. He was the only one who, we don't want them here, They could not bribe him or his followers even, And this Shivaji once went to visit the temple of Krishna in Maharashtra. The temple is called Panduranga Vittal. It's Krishna, Dwarka Krishna. And he's standing with two hands on his waist like this, because he was waiting for his devotee, Pundarik. This was a great pure devotee, and Krishna and Rukmini went to see him. And the devotee was caring of his parents. They were sick. They were great devotees too, so he was taking care of them. And Krishna arrived, so he told Krishna, please, Krishna, wait until I finish taking care of my parent, but please stand on this brick. He put a brick, so Krishna stood like this. So later a deity was there and to remember this pastime of Krishna with Rukmini. So Shivaji went to visit that temple. He's a devotee, of course. He was devotee of Shiva also. For warrior things, they pray to Shiva also. But he was also devotee of Krishna. So he went to that temple. And a great devotee was there at that time. That was at the time of, what the great devotee's name? Tukaram. Actually, Prabhupada said that he was initiated by Lord Chaitanya. Maybe in a dream, we don't know. But he has a movement also, Sankirtan movement. They chant Vittal, Vittal, Panduranga, names of Krishna, different names of Krishna. Krishna, Rama, Krishna, Anyway. So the Mughals came to know that Shivaji was in the temple and they surrounded the temple to kill him. When they surrounded the temple with their soldiers, to come in the temple and kill him. He was their enemy. So Tukaram went in front of the Krishna deity and was praying, please Krishna, protect this king devotee. He was protecting so many other devotees, from the atrocity of this Muslim. Please do something, protect him, my Lord. He was praying to Tukaram so fervently that when the soldier came in the temple to kill Shivaji, they found out that everybody looked like him. 200-300 people, they looked like Shivaji. So they didn't know which one was Shivaji. And that's how Krishna made a miracle to save him, That's a true story. It's there. So, anyway, that's the beauty of the life of great saints. You see how they get always protection from Krishna, Prahlad Maharaj himself, he was protected by the Lord. His father was trying to kill him, but he was saved by the Lord. So this is the life of great devotee, which gives us inspiration that the best thing we can do with our life is to practice sincerely, seriously, Krishna consciousness and get spiritual wealth, One devotee was praying to Krishna, he's saying, my dear Lord, the way that materialistic people like to accumulate more and more and more money every day, they may think, today I cheated this one, today I lied this one, I got more money, tomorrow I'm going to get more. A devotee, he prayed, my dear Lord, today I chanted so many names, and tomorrow I want to chant more, and keep them in the coffer of my heart, That's the spiritual riches the devotee wants to accumulate. So, I think it was Jesus, he said, don't keep your treasure in this world where thieves can take them away. Rather, your treasure, keep it in your heart. And the greatest treasure is love of God. He preached that love of God is the highest thing. Okay. Any comments, questions? Pass the mic, please.
Thank you, Maharaj. Your lecture about karma and reincarnation reminded me of a Sankirtan story. I was at Balboa Park and I stopped this man and he said, oh, I know about this. I said, about what? He said, karma and reincarnation. So I asked him, I said, in your next life, according to your karma, what will you be? And they said, probably a rat.
A rat?
Yeah. So he knew all the karma that he accumulated, he's going to have a bad next life.
Okay. Tell him we are giving you opportunity not to be a rat, but rather be, an eternal, happy soul serving God. When you don't like that, yes, people may know about reincarnation, but they don't have like a spiritual goal, to stop reincarnation. The idea is to stop reincarnation, not to keep reincarnating forever, you know. Some people think like reincarnation means to be always reincarnating. That's why they think, oh, this window thing, reincarnation. No, no. We want salvation. But, yeah, I mean, no Christians, you know, they don't believe in reincarnation. They say, no, reincarnation means you're going to go on forever. No, the idea is to stop reincarnation, to stop it for good, forever. That's the whole idea. Isn't that's the purpose of our religion, to save you from suffering and take you to the kingdom of God, to be happy eternally, isn't? That's the idea. So, but people are sentimental, you know. If you ask any person on the street, if you die, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to heaven. What about your grandmother? She's also going to heaven. What about your pet dog? He's also going to heaven. And people have done even movies with dogs in heaven. And there is some religious group, they believe after death, if they remain in their own religion, they don't change their religion, they will meet all their families and friends in heaven, and they will recognize them, and they will be together, always happy with their dogs and pets. And yeah, I think no. That Jehovah's Witnesses, they think that this same earth will become heaven for them, and they will inherit the earth, and they will have material eternal body, and they will enjoy only with the good people, only those who are good. Those bad will die forever. They believe that if somebody is bad will die, he will not reincarnate or nothing. He will remain dead forever. The Mormons believe that we are going to have a heaven with all friends, family, if you remain in the religion, of course. If you change your religion, you're done. You're not going to meet their friends and family after that.
Is Uncle Jack going to be there? He's such a nice. You have some relatives that don't want to.
Use the microphone.
Hare Krishna. This reminds me, Prabhupada tell the story. One religious preacher, he was preaching to an alcoholic. He was telling him, if you keep drinking like that, you're going to hell. The poor man said, well, my uncle, my father, my cousin, he was naming all his family who are drunker also. They are going to hell. Yes, my friend, barber, this, his wife, all of them going to hell. Then the man said, well, then hell is heaven. I will be with my friends and family there. Remind me a story, Radhanath Swami said that he was at one university giving prasad to people, you know, like that. And there was one evangelist preacher, you know, he said, don't eat that food. You will go to hell and things like that, you know. Try to discourage people. The people more will go, you know, to the body. So finally, they spoke to each other. And the preacher told Radhanath Swami, you know you're going to hell. Yes. And where are you going? I'm going to heaven. If you are going to be in heaven, I am better in hell than be with you in heaven, you know. Then the man changed his attitude, you know. He realized that, you know, that's religion without philosophy can, you know, be sentimental or even fanatical, you know. Only my religion will save me. No other religion are good. Even amongst different religious denominations, you know, in Christianity, there are so many. And each one believes they are the only one to be saved, you know. Yes.
One thing, just one comment.
Please do.
You know, the underlying theme of this whole thing, in fact, of the whole movement, is the need for accurate information about what is what in order to know what is best for yourself and how to work. That's, you know. These are all people who have absorbed some false philosophy or dream, and it's just destroying their life. They're just, you know, futures. But we see this played out even on the material line, if you're aware, there's so much disinformation, misinformation, the AI deep fakes, where they have, there's somebody who you respect and he's saying something that's completely crazy because they can make you say anything now,
Yeah.
And so all of this is just extreme examples of how Maya, the illusion, the ignorance, it ruins your life, life after life, unless you
Yes.
get accurate information. That's what we're giving.
Yeah, that's true.
The truth.
They may give some true, we don't deny, but not the complete true. Not the complete true. Only one aspect of it. Yes, we have to look for eternal life. That's very good. We have to be spiritual. That is, believe in God. Yeah, that's all good. But how to apply it? They don't know that meat eating is bad. They think it's normal. Everybody does it. It's normal. So became normalized. But we know that that is bad. To do these things is bad. Why is bad? Because you're harming other living entities. You're making them suffer to satisfy your tongue. When God is giving you so many varieties of food, you don't need to kill animals. But what can we do? This is the state of the world nowadays. Of course, not enough just to be vegetarian. We have to acknowledge God and offer the food to Him. With love, Krishna said, Patram pushpam phalam tumyakta prayashati. With love, offer me water and fruit. I will accept. So, simple life, high thinking, that's our motto. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.